Chairperson, dear colleagues, it's good to be back in the real world for a change. India aligns itself with the statement made by the Permanent Representative of Guinea on behalf of the Group of 77. I thank Under Secretary General Melissa Fleming for her briefing to the committee. It complements the Secretary General's report on the department's work. As USG Fleming had mentioned, the COVID pandemic has affected and impacted our lives in unthinkable ways. It has been the biggest challenge the world has confronted in recent decades. There has never been a greater need for accurate and reliable information. Misinformation has spread rapidly, like the virus itself, and people around the world have been looking for a trusted information source that provides scientific and fact-based information. I'm happy that the UN system and DGC in particular have shouldered this critical responsibility. Through the coordinated communications response by the UN Communications Group Crisis Team, which is co-chaired by the department, the UN has earned the trust of global citizens as a reliable source for COVID-related information. More than 2 million unique visits to the UN's dedicated COVID-19 website and the triple-fold increase in the visitors to the UN News website testifies this. We commend the DGC for launching the Verified initiative and also ensuring that the content presented on the COVID-19 portal is relevant and up-to-date. The innovative use of social media by the department to promote and amplify the Verified initiative is also commendable. The significant contributions of the United Nations network of information centers in this campaign cannot be overlooked and merits appreciation. The General Assembly has proclaimed recently, by consensus, October 24 to 31 as the Global Media and Information Literacy Week to address the concerns about the exponential spread of disinformation and misinformation. The week has been commemorated with the objective of imparting media and literacy skills to the common public. DGC has a vital role in appropriate commemoration of this week, and we encourage the department to also support the work of member states and other international and UN organizations to tackle the issue of misinformation and disinformation. Engagement with the new and traditional media around the globe will also be important. Our appreciation to the DGC also extends for its Only Together campaign, which India has supported and participated. This campaign has helped reiterate the message across the world that COVID vaccination is a global public good and affordable, equitable, and fair access to vaccines for all is an immutable requirement. We urge the department to also suitably highlight the efforts of member states and vaccine producers who've already done so, especially with those who need it the most. In recent months, the customary conversations between people here at the UN and elsewhere in the world are incomplete without the following questions. Which vaccine did you take? Is it trustworthy? Are there any side effects? Dissemination of scientific and fact-based answers to the above questions are key to enhance the trustworthiness of the vaccines among the public. As member states ramp up their vaccination programs globally, we urge the DGC to give greater focus to vaccine safety in its global communications to shore up the public confidence on vaccines. Without this, our common goal of vaccinating the entire humanity cannot be achieved. Chairperson, we take note of the extensive work done by the department to promote multilingualism in its content and communication. We have been partnering with the department since 2018 in evolving a unique model to mainstream and consolidated news and multimedia content in Hindi in the UN news portal and social media. Over the 3 years, we've seen the interest in such content grow exponentially. And as the Secretary General's report mentions, the Hindi edition of UN News has become a brand unto itself. Similarly, within a short period of its commencement, the UN Hindi's social media accounts have also witnessed a massive following. Having witnessed the success firsthand, we encourage the DGC to look at similar innovative ways to expand its content in other non-official languages as well. Our partnership with the DGC in commemorating the International Day of Yoga last year was instrumental in promoting the message of yoga to fight social isolation and depression during the pandemic. It has also served the purpose of highlighting yoga's significant role in the psychosocial care of COVID-19 patients in quarantine and isolation. We value this cooperation. We welcome the important role played by the UN Academic Impact in creating a vibrant and diverse network of student, academic, and universities around the world. This is the place where new ideas, innovations, and solutions to the global challenges we face are emerging. I'm happy to note that the organization has embraced multilingualism by organizing webinars in various languages with partner institutions around the globe. Given the disproportionate impact of the pandemic on women and girls, together with UN Academic Impact, we have inaugurated a high-level dialogue on gender equality this year. We hope to continue this partnership with UN Academic Impact in the coming years as well and use the dialogue as a platform to raise awareness on gender issues. Chairperson, let me conclude by assuring you and the Department of India's continued support to the Department's activities and initiatives. I thank you.